Yeah, well that's an normal, isn't it? Alex Ferguson, that's the right one.
Could I just ask, does this take place in Tarporley every year normally?
What, football?
No.
We're talking about football, mate.
Well, I find it a bit difficult to talk about football.
What team do you support?
If I supported football, I'd probably be Tranmere Rovers. What about you?
Do they have a football team?
Yes. No, I'm sure compared to Tarporley. What? I assume that you've not always been met with protesters.
What's that? Sorry?
I assume that you've not always been met with protesters on Boxing Day.
Well, we're on about football again.
No.
I'm on about football. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, if these were two teams here today, which one do you think would win? If these were
Man United and Cheshire Rovers. Man United, isn't it? Man United every time, isn't it? Without a manager.
Yes, they just sacked. Even I know they sacked their manager. Yes.
The manager doesn't play. It's the players what play, and they're good.
But
are you the trail layer then?
Not today, I don't think.
I'm lost.
What is that? Who's the trail layer?
Foxes across fields now. Is that your day's pleasure? Hope you fall off your horse.
I want to talk about horses.
You make me ashamed of thy country.
Try and go around the corner. Yes, thank you.
It's like Spain has bullfighting, we have fox hunters.
I'm not interested. This is football. This is football.
I shouldn't be laughing at this tactic of him not to talk about it to the protesters. I don't know. Harry Enfield would find it funny, wouldn't he? One thing that's in common with football is that if you went to a very busy game, you would be stuck in traffic like he is now. Well, that's all I can think of to say. I'll say that. If you won't talk about anything else.
What's your hobby? What's your hobby?
On the way to a lot of ground.
Horses on horses.
On the way to a lot of football grounds, you would be.
What's this now? Come on, what about football? Come on.
Yeah, about football. On the way to.
United would thrash you.
But on the way to a lot of football grounds, you get stuck in traffic like this. That's all I can think of to say. But on the way to a lot of football grounds, you get stuck in traffic.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you horrible woman.
I don't know what. Three horses. You normally only see this in Tolkien.
Yeah, let me stand there.
And the hound is ready. So this person only wants to talk about football, how to break that, because I think that's what he says. Might get sent out of one of them. Imagine how hard you'd try when you get £1 million to get some sense out of one of them.
Thank you.
Sorry. Can I just can I just ask? Does this usually take place every Boxing Day? I'm just coming to just wondering if this usually takes place every Boxing Day in Tarporley. I know. And that's the red, the one dressed in red there is a prime example of a hunter.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
You lot for scaring horses.
You shouldn't bring the bloody horses into the high street.
Oi, watch your stick, mate. If you prod that, you're going to get kicked, mate.
Prod that? That's a horse, not that.
Hold it still, hold it still.
Have some respect.
I don't want you to get hurt. No, I don't.
Oh, but if they give you props to get hurt.
You just use the horses like Black and Decker tools.
Get hurt by starving them. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Nothing like a bit of tradition.
If I was to face this way, we'll be able to just ask a couple of things about it. How long do you think they've been doing this in Tarporley, for example, every Boxing Day?
Oh God, I don't know. Hundreds and hundreds.
And how long do you reckon it's been met with protests? This is a collection bucket for the hunt, which I found amazing, really. But it's
well, you know, it's a bit tragic, the whole thing. Let's face it.
So there are some people who seem to be supporting it. Just amongst the, there's a couple of people they put something in there then. So why do they collect?
Don't talk to me about it. I don't know anything about it.
I know. I couldn't ask them. They just stonewall the unity of football.
Well, I literally don't know anything.
Oh, why they need money? I thought they were all wealthy, like, you know. Horses and stables are expensive, or cleaning all that crap must be expensive. The council should charge them. Someone comes round. It'll be like a festival of dung, won't it? From one end of the village to the other. No. I'm proud I got here on Boxing Day anyway, because this is very interesting. So, I'm glad that so many people have showed up to show their feelings about it on Boxing Day as well. But it's the traditional day, believe it or not. They've been doing it on Boxing Day for years and years, going back into, you know, probably Victorian times and all that sort of thing. It's been but New Labour made with the hunting with dogs, that made it illegal to kill foxes on a hunt in 2004. However, that hasn't been enforced, and the reality is that many hunts do end up killing foxes. What do you think about this then? The hunting and the Boxing Day hunt in Tarporley?
I think hunting is a wonderful thing for the countryside, for the farmers. It keeps the sheep from being killed. It keeps the chickens and the geese from being gobbled up. And it's a natural way that's gone on for centuries, and there's still lots of foxes about to this day.
So what would you say to the people who really are against it, and in terms of what they think? I
think they don't fully understand the whole frame, the whole ball game. They don't really understand. think they're trying the best and they're meaningful and trying to do the right thing. But I think, as I said, it's been going on for centuries and centuries, and there's still many, many foxes about.
You think that many things went on for centuries, like the death penalty and many other things. Would that be an argument alone to say that it should continue? That the fact that it's a tradition.
I don't.
What other arguments could you use?
I don't think you can compare humans with vermin. That's my reply to that.
Would you possibly advocate a less cruel way of just even distraction? Can stop. Yeah. So that was probably a little person who would support it. Oh, they're moving with some speed now. So that was a local support. It'd be interesting to know what the degree of support locally is. I suspect it's higher than in Liverpool city centre or somewhere. But you know, it's. Well, so they seem to have gone off now through the village all of a sudden. And there's a couple of hounds that have been left behind. He doesn't want to do it, so they say. The hound's been left behind, one's been carried off. So.
Yeah, all right. Excuse me, don't film me, thank you. Just go away.
Well, we're trying not to, but it's a very public place. We have this all the time. Assuming they're part of the.
You don't have the right to film me.
Well, I do actually. It's a tit-for-tat argument. You're in public.
GDPR rules. You do not have the right to film me.
Well, you're getting filmed. So there you go.
Who are you with, mate?
Protestors or media, really.
Media. All right.
What's your sort of view on it?
I haven't got one.
Oh right.
I've got grandkids.
Oh, are you a local person, or are you just having your local Boxing Day in Tarporley?
No, I got grandchildren.
Oh right, okay.
That's why I'm here, looking after them.
Yes. What do you think about what's happened in the village today? Do you think?
Everybody's got a right to their opinion.
Yes. Well, we can see the
even the Irish.
We can see the divides here. Obviously, we can see the sharp divide here with two groups of people.
But at the end of the day, everybody's got a right to their opinion about everything.
Yes. Well, that's what we're seeing. Right. So an ordinary person's car's coming through.
Mind your back, please. Mind your back.
Someone's coming through. That's maybe the local sort of stuff that goes on in Boxing Day in Tarporley. And other cars. Wish I hadn't. So wish we had the sound as well. So I'm worried about this camera. So this Facebook live feed might be the only one, you know, because of the sound on this camera. It's boos, but it's also cheers, but I'm not sure if I don't think it's been stopped to the extent that they've managed to get through. So. So there we are. There's somebody that might be a local person, yes. And someone who says don't film and all that sort of thing is bound to be not a supporter of the protest then, most likely. No. I think. So, the interesting thing is you are allowed to film and take photos in public places, but luckily the police often know this now. The police do anyway, so. Well, I'll tell you who should be down here. A bit difficult on the Boxing Day. BBC Northwest News and also Granada Reports could do with being here, actually.
That's entertaining.
Yeah. Stop hunting a National Trust. No, not on this one. Alright, so it seems to have broken up now. The hunt's gone off that way though. The hunt's gone over there and there maybe is nobody else coming that way now. So it might be the end of the live coverage at this point, and we can go and get the battery, or... Actually, there is still somebody up there. Sorry, actually, do try not to put people on directly. Just try to go over their heads and all that, you know. There's a couple of hunters going back this way, so... That's the same one, the football fan. That's the football fan. Right, so... There's a lot of football he could watch, and some of it's on Sky One instead of Sky Sports today, but he'd rather be out doing this. Sky One are showing 3 Premier League football games to basic subscribers. Right. Right, so I think it is, yeah, whether some people are probably going to follow that. There will be sabs. So
Find your back, please.
Cheshire police are there. Not too many of them though. I've only spotted about 3 of them. About that many. It's Boxing Day. Well, there's the 3 there. So, but there's been hunts on Christmas Eve as well. There's a 4th one. Yeah. Cheers, yes.
Someone's got one.